To discuss more with us, I'm joined by Brian Ludwig, a wealth management expert. Good morning. How are you today?
Fantastic. How are you, Jennifer?
I'm doing well. Now, this has been a tough year for the markets. People are seeing the stock market fluctuate up and down. Interest rates are rising. Headlines are concerning. What should we make of all of this?
Yeah, it's been a tough year. We've had really unprecedented volatility. When you go back, you need to go back almost 50 years to see both the stock and bond markets react as negatively as they have this year. On top of that, we have inflation at 40-year highs, and here and around Houston, people are just concerned about their overall economic conditions, the inflation that we've seen as people have, bought goods and services, and just all of the uncertainty out there in the economy right now.
Now, let's talk about retirement. What should people be doing today to protect their retirement savings and their financial goals?
Well, first of all, we're big believers in staying balanced. At times like this, there are often opportunities that are there, particularly for long-term investors. So the very first thing is stay focused on your goals, think long-term, and use opportunities like this to engage with your financial advisor in discussions around what's important to you, what opportunities might be out there, might these markets present at the moment, and how long do you have to invest your money, and what are your really goals and priorities. But a long-term focus and staying balanced is key during times like these.
Now, I know for me, this is all a lot to manage. I know our viewers probably feel the same way. And I imagine this is where a financial advisor can be helpful. So talk to me about what it is that you do.
Well, first of all, financial advisors have always provided value, and sometimes it's markets like these or conditions like these that really bring the value of that advice to the fore. So one of the things that we do as financial advisors is provide some historical long-term perspective. So we frame for clients, what's happened in the past, and while we have no guarantees about what will happen going forward, we can put markets and conditions like these in historical context. The second thing that we do that I think is most advisors consider very, very critical and valuable is we have the ability to help them relieve some stress. When you're able to talk through these situations with a financial advisor, we're able to take your goals through a long-term planning process and have the focus be on you and not necessarily the short-term ups and downs in the market. So financial advisors have always been valuable. And we're seeing that here in Houston right now. We've added over 1,000 new households this year, which is about 5 times more than we added just 3 years ago.
And I was just reading that the demand for financial advice has grown significantly. What do you think is driving that growth, especially here in Houston?
Well, I think uncertainty. Whenever folks get uncertain, when things aren't going as we all would like. I think the uncertainty is driving a lot of that. I think the second thing is that you have to go back about 40 years to experience the kind of inflation that we have today. So investors are asking us a lot of questions about not only their investments, but their whole financial lives. And so, whether they're considering buying a house or, doing some more retirement planning or just how they should think about the current economic environment and the effects inflation and some of the other current impacts in the economy are having on them. Financial advisors at points like this, at times like this, can really provide valuable counsel and advice to investors.
Okay, now real quickly, head into 2023, give our viewers just one piece of financial advice for heading into the new year.
Well, the first thing I would suggest you do is if you are engaged with an advisor, sit with that advisor, take a look at your investments, ask the advisor some really pointed questions. What do my investments, how can I protect my investments going forward? What does the inflation rate mean for my investments? What do these economic uncertainties mean for my investments? So going forward, we always want to maintain that long-term plan. We want to stay focused and balanced on your financial goals and your needs as an investor. And at the end of the day, make sure you're checking in early and often with your advisor.
So much good advice. Thank you so much for all of that. And thank you for being here with us today.
Thank you, Jennifer.